This Giannis Antetokounmpo build dominated meta centers in Sunset Beach all weekend long. And not in the way that you think. Because with a 92 rebound and 80 ball handle, I can push the ball up the court and get easy buckets on the break. That 80 drive and dunk allows me to yam on defenders with ease. And how can I forget the elite shooting on this build, including an 85 mid-range for all silver shooting badges, making me the perfect catfish for sagging centers. You're not gonna wanna miss how cap breakers take this build to a whole new level. Literally, the name changes. So watch to the end of this video so you don't miss out on the best non-meta Giannis build on NBA 2K25. And if this video gets 15 likes, we'll drop the secret badges you need for any build on NBA 2K25. As always, I'm gonna give you 2 options to make this build, but you can customize it to your preferred playstyle. Starting off with the way I built mine, you're gonna wanna make him 6'9", 248 pounds with a 7'2" wingspan. And before you write your comment, yes, I know at 6'9", I can't get Giannis's animations. Personally, I wanted to keep the same jump shot as my other swing because shooting is already annoying on this game, and I ain't got time to learn a new jump shot. The second version of this build will be 6'11" to get all Giannis's animations. So if you want to skip to that version, hit the timestamp on the screen. Anyways, on the finishing, we did an 80 driving dunk with a 45 standing dunk and 80 vertical. As a high-ranking comp casual and somebody who understands the state of paint defense right now, this is really all you need to dunk at a high rate on this game. Especially if you wait for the defender to get out of position, because they will do that. This build gets access to quick drops and Devin Booker's dunk packages, which are nearly unblockable on this game. Plus, the 2-hand standing dunk package works near every time in the paint. Though, if it takes you out of your dunk, you have a 75 close shot just in case. So if you can't trigger a dunk, you still have that big green window. Defensively, this build shines, especially with cap breakers. On the base of this build, it has an 80 perimeter defense for bronze challenger and on-ball menace. But if you use 2 cap breakers, you can get silver challenger, which is perfect for the park if you need to switch onto the guard. Plus, it has an 84 strength for silver immovable enforcer, which is better than on-ball menace in my opinion. And if you feel like you need silver on-ball menace, you can use all 5 cap breakers on this category, and then you'll get immovable enforcer on gold as well. Either way, you're still a versatile defender who can get stops anywhere on the court, especially with that 84 block for silver paint patroller and high flying denier. But really, I can't believe they made 6'9" builds OP again, because the rest of the build is completely elite. I have an 80 ball handle with a 70 speed with ball for half strong handles and silver unpluckable. So in the park, I can force these big meta centers to play defense out of the corner, which usually ends up with them on the floor because I catch ankles with that bronze ankle assassin. And unlike Giannis, you can't sag off of me. I have an 85 mid-range with a 78 3-ball for silver set shot specialist. And with cap breakers, you can push that all the way up to gold with silver deadeye if you push it all the way to an 89 mid-range. That makes you the perfect sniper from outside. Ultimately though, with any swing build in the park, you're gonna need to rebound because nobody can shoot consistently on this game. And this build can do just that. I'll snag these meta 99 rebounding center builds with a 92 rebound for gold rebound chasers. I know what you're thinking, but trust me, Legend Rebound Chaser is very beatable if you follow these simple instructions. 1. Box out away from the basket. Most of these legendary rebound senders outboard you because they get a running start to the rebound. So if you catch them early, they lose that momentum and can't use their vertical to outjump you. 2. Use Match +1 and the Glass Gunner Takeover. Since I use my first set of cap breakers on shooting and perimeter, I can only boost my rebound chaser to half for now. But with the Glass Gunner Takeover, my rebound gets boosted to a 99 at level 5, which is super easy to get if you box out using step 1. Then once I get that rebound, I can use my playmaking ability to push the ball up the court and get a quick bucket for me or my teammates, which adds a whole new element to your offense. When you put this all together, you get the small ball 4, which will likely have the ability to change the name depending on where you put your cap breakers. When I use my cap breaker, it changed my name to a 2-way skilled stretch, but y'all let me know in the comments what you would rate this build and if you can see yourself using it. Before we moved on to the finishing version of this build, can I rant for a bit? Lately, the timeline has been filled with 2K is dead and NBA 2K25 is the worst gameplay of all time. And honestly, I'm curious as to why some of us in the community feel that way. Now wait, before y'all write me a novel in the comments, let me explain. One defining attribute of the 2K community is we're extremely nostalgic. We reminisce on the golden era of 2K, often through rose-colored glasses. Now don't get me wrong, I thoroughly enjoyed the arcadey fast-paced gameplay from PS4 days, and wish some of those elements would return for the new gen games. But some criticisms we have for 2K25 can definitely be said about our favorite 2Ks. In Season 1, we all complained about the RNG shooting, yet that's exactly what we had in every last gen 2K. The contest system has felt non-existent, or the ghost contests have been extremely overpowered in almost every single 2K that I can remember. Don't even get me started on the repetitive way most people dribbled in the game. Even when the best 2Ks were out, the overwhelming consensus from the community was the game was bad, trash, or whatever adjective we want to use. The point is, every release is going to have some issues, or favor a playstyle that may not be our preferred. And with the divide in the 2K community regarding the best gameplay, I don't think we're ever going to get a perfect 2K, in the community eyes anyway. Now, for the people who just want to see that Giannis names in the shade of and use all his animations, here's how you can make his build while still being effective in other areas. You're going to change the vitals to 6'11", 255 pounds with a 7'1" wingspan. And for this, you're going to have to add way more finishing to your build. On this version, you will have an 87 driving dunk with an 81 standing dunk, 4 silver posterizer and rise up. With how often you get taken out of dunks in this game, you want that 80 driving layup for silver physical finisher, because I've been seeing layups be super OP this year, especially contact layups. With this version of Giannis, you're gonna be going to the basket a lot. And since you're an elite finisher, your other attributes are gonna take a hit. You wanna still make sure you get the 74 ball handle to get all of Giannis's playmaking moves. So with that, you'll only have gold strong handles. The shooting is still serviceable if you're elite at timing your shot or using rhythm shooting, because on this version, you only get an 80 mid-range for silver set shot specialist. But personally, I would use 75-75 for mid-range and 3, so you can still get the glass gunner takeover, which requires a 75 3-pointer. But if you want the 80 mid-range, you can use cap breakers to get it to 85 for silver deadeye as well. On defense, you get 72 perimeter, which still gets you the silver immovable enforcer. But on this build, you're not gonna wanna find yourself on anybody's guard. Do what you do best and play defense in the paint with that 84 block for silver paint patroller and high flying denier. But everything else is pretty much the same as the other build. When you put it all together, you get an inside the arc threat with shades of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let me know in the comments which version of the Giannis build you like better. But if you want to see the build in action, click the video on the screen right now to watch me dominate Sunset Beach. And on that note, I'ma see y'all in that one. Good night.